Tim Race back for game number 2 between the Lake Area Academy Rattlers and the Pioneers of Volunteer State. VolState won game 1 24-3. Umpires have changed their gear and they are back out. Jim McGuire and the 2 umpires waiting for the head coach Billy Hodge from Lake Area Academy. The Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups. First for the visitors from Lake Area Academy. Rijo Cervera leading off, playing second base, and Nick Valentino out in left field batting second. Chris Koselniak at third base. His brother Steven Koselniak at shortstop. They're batting third and fourth this ball game, same as game 1. Khalil Smith behind the plate. He'll bat fifth. Randy Geraldo moves over to center field, batting sixth. And Mitchell Hall slides in right field, batting seventh. Justin Otison at first base, batting eighth. And Jace Herrera. Let's see where he's going to play. He's going to play at the DH spot. And on the mound, Alexander Potnick, left fielder in game 1, is going to pitch against the Pioneers. Of a batting order, it looks like this. Logan Molnar leading off, playing shortstop. Brady Nepper at second base, batting second. Connor Paul back at first base, hitting in the 3 slot. Carson Sanders is the DH, hitting cleanup. Cam Hodges out in right field. He'll bat fifth. Drew Webster over in left field, batting sixth. Christian Dunn batting seventh. He'll be behind the plate. Nathan Aguilar playing third base and batting eighth. And Reed Mashinsky out in center field, getting his second start of the year. He'll bat ninth. On the mound for the Pioneers, Max Castle, 6 foot, 175-pound freshman from Clarksville Academy. He's an accounting major here at VolState, the son of Glenn and Elizabeth Castle, brother to Casey and Caroline and Harrison. Hello to Grandmummy in Franklin, North Carolina, and Mimi in Cullowhee, North Carolina. Castle gets the start. It is his first collegiate start in his 5th appearance. A 1-0 record, 4 innings of work, 5 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. Walked 7, struck out 5. And he is getting his warm-ups in right now. Appreciate you back for game 2 of the doubleheader. He will face Rijo Cervera, Nick Valentino, and Chris Koselniak to begin the first inning. Max Castle the second, the 6.75 ERA. Cooper Anderson got his first collegiate start in game 1. He went 2 innings, gave up a hit and a run. I believe that run's unearned is how I calculated it. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Met his parents, David Anderson and Chris Sargent, between games. They're coming up from Franklin, Tennessee. It's good to meet them. So we are set for baseball here at Middle Tennessee. First pitch at 3:30 p.m. is a little high. We are underway. Working quickly is Castle, grounded, high chop to third base. Aguilar loses his lid, but concentrates on the throw, throws over to Connor Paul for out number 1. Rijo Cervera retired for the first time today. He scored all 3 of the runs in game 1. Nick Valentino, he was hitting left-handed in game 1. He's moved around to the right side. Another ground ball to third. That's going to get by Aguilar into left field. Webster cuts it off, but Valentino's going to hustle into second base. The tag is a little late, and a one-out double for Valentino. Lake Erie Academy scored a run in there, top of the first in game one. Trying to duplicate that here in game two. Chris Kaselniak steps to the plate. Pitch gets by Dunn, and Valentino hustles down to third base. Not sure why our broadcast shows game one. Another ground ball to third. That's his third one. Aguilar looks the runner back, throws on to first. Now 2 outs. Aguilar with 2 assists already in the first. Nice play on that short hop by Nathan. Steven Kaselniak steps to the plate. Moved over from third to short in this ball game. Fastball misses inside. That one's in there for a called strike. Steven was 1 for 3, had an RBI in game one. Foul tips that one at the plate. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just getting started here in game number 2. Accurate Mortgage sponsors our game time temperature. 86 degrees as we start game 2. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Christian Dunn looks back at Devin Neely, who says that he secured the catch. And the out is recorded. 1 strikeout in the inning. No runs. The double stranded at third base. No errors. 1 runner left on base. Pioneers come in with a record of 15-23 after the win in game 1. Trying to get to 16 wins. They have a 3-game set at Jackson State. Dates to be determined. And then no midweek game next week, at least on the schedule as it stands right now. They'll be home against Cleveland State for the last weekend of the season. So 4 more games in the regular season after today. Then the tournament will begin the next week. I believe it starts on Saturday. Shane Kemp, the first base coach, heading down to his box. Volunteer assistant coach in his first year here at VolState, former player for Coach McGuire over at MTSU. Coach Jim McGuire handles the third base coaching duties. Sam Folks is the first-year pitching coach for VolState. Former lefty at UT Martin, played his high school baseball at BGA. Logan Molnar, Brady Nepper, and Connor Paul set to face Alexander Potnick. Potnick finishes his warm-up tosses. Played left field in game 1. Most of these players on post-grad teams like this are two-way players. Will pitch and play a position in the field. The throw down to second. We are set to go here in the bottom of the first inning. Molnar, 3 hits in game 1, all singles. Had an RBI, scored 2, also reached on a walk. Gonna look at a called strike from Potnick. That went in the dirt. It'll land just in front of Khalil Smith, our catcher. Chris Koselniak was the catcher in game 1. He moves 90 feet away down to the left at third base. His brother moves over to shortstop. Cervera is back at second base. Came in and pitched the last inning of game 1. And Justin Odison is at first base for Lake Area. 2 balls and a strike. Now 3-1. 9 walks in game 1 of the doubleheader by Rattlers pitchers. These statistics I give you for the most part are unofficial. Ball 4. And the first free pass of game 2 goes to Logan Molnar. Brady Nepper will step in, the freshman from Greenbrier High School in Greenbrier, Tennessee. Got a pinch hit single and an RBI in game 1, also scored. They got Molnar picked off, but the throw over to first base gets by Odison, and Molnar struggling on the base paths. He falls down as he was headed to third. Pretty much an ugly play all the way around for everybody involved. All right, press box gang, Corbin Overbay, Braxton Alexander. Cole Ulrich makes an appearance. What do you rule there? We got an error on the throw, no stolen base. So the question is the error on the pitcher or the first baseman? You say the pitcher, Corbin? First baseman, okay. First pitch to Nepper is apparently a little high. Devin Neely, our home plate umpire, and Jake Wolf moves out to the bases. That also misses the zone. Throw back to second base. Luderman back. Shot foul right behind Coach McGuire. Number 5'10", 170 pounds, transferred from Cumberland University. He was there for the first semester last fall. Fouls that one off of Smith behind the plate count. Moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's a business major, the son of Gary Nepper and Stacy Chapman. Has a nana in Springfield and a granddaddy and a grandma in Jackson, Tennessee, where the Pioneers will head either Friday or Saturday, depending on weather. Fly ball out to right field. Mitchell Hall is under it, and he's going to make the catch. Tagging on the play is Molnar, and he'll move up to third base on the productive out by Brady Nepper. Connor Paul will step to the plate. Paul 2 for 4 in game 1. double and a triple in the first inning. Drove in runners each time he came to the plate. Ended up popping out and reaching on a fielder's choice. Pops that one up to the left side. That will go foul and drop to the landscape. Hit one nearly like that in that first at-bat in the first inning. Blooped a double down just fair. The left side. Infield playing in here in the first inning. Nice stop there by Smith on a ball in the dirt. Sure why you do that when you give up 24 runs in game one of the doubleheader. Are we expecting a pitcher's battle here in game two? Another stop by Smith behind the plate. Devin Thrain also here in the press box. He's sitting behind me, eyeballing that rest of that Jersey Mike sandwich that I've got sitting over there. That's high and tight. Didn't get a chance to finish the second half of my Club Supreme number 9. You think I don't think Devin Thrain's got the guts to start eating on my sandwich after I've had my mouth on it. There's a ground ball down the first base line. Nice play by Otison to get a glove on it. They're not going to be able to get Connor Paul, and he's going to get an RBI single. And the Framework Athletics first run of the game comes in the person of Logan Molnar, who reached on a walk. Right now an unearned run. But another RBI for Connor Paul. 3 on the day. It gets him to 20 for the season. Cam Hodges steps to the plate. I'm sorry. Thanks, Corbin Overbay. Cam's on deck. Worried about my sandwich. Carson Sanders, ball in the dirt. Connor Paul's going to get down to second on the wild pitch. You just can't stop speed. Sanders pinch hit in game one, and he was up with bases loaded. Got a hit in the back. Hard way to get an RBI, but he got it nonetheless. 2-0 pitch at the letters for a called strike. That one's a little high. Sanders, 5'11", 200-pound freshman from Clarksville High School in Clarksville, Tennessee, the home of Fort Campbell, where both of his parents are employed, both colonels and both dentists. And he's going to draw a walk. A little bit easier than the hit by pitch he had in game one, but he's up there to hit. He's not up there to walk. Second walk of the inning by Alexander Potnick. Puts runners at first and second. Now Cam Hodges, the much anticipated at bat for the former Smoky Bear at Sevier County, 6 foot, 195-pound redshirt freshman. They're going to throw back to second. Connor Paul is back in time. Hodges, a transportation and logistics major here. He's the son of Michael Hodges and Jessica Roberts. He grounds one into left field. That's a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. Connor Paul. And the bases are loaded for Drew Webster, the sophomore from Christ Presbyterian Academy. 2 hits in the inning. Infield single for Connor Paul and ground ball into left field. 1 out. Drew Webster steps in, son of Rustin and Gail Webster. Pitch low for ball 1. pitch inside. Webster, 6'2", 190 pounds. Business administration major, the brother of Jacob and Hannah. Hello to Granddaddy and Grammy in Madison, Mississippi. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Webster out in front of that one. Hitting right at 200. He's got a double, 4 RBIs. He's looking to pick that up here as pitch gets in on the corner at the knees. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out and the bases loaded. VolState has had bases loaded numerous times today. There's a ground ball to short. It's going to knock the glove off of the shortstop, but Webster is going to beat that possible double play out. He's going to get an RBI on the fielder's choice. Glove knocked off the shortstop, Stephen Kaselniak. And now 2 outs in the inning. Christian Dunn steps to the plate. Webster back on the throw from Potnick. Runners at the corners brought to you by Line to Line and Game Time Sports Fields. 2 runs in on 2 hits. Webster goes. Pitch is fouled off, an MGM Industries foul ball. Webster has 4 stolen bases in 4 attempts this year. On deck, Nathan Aguilar, the third baseman, does not go. The pitch is high. Molnar started the inning off with a walk, reached second base on an errant pickoff attempt. Single by Connor Paul in the infield. Webster goes this time. There's going to be no throw on what looked like a pitch out. Webster picks up his 5th stolen base of the year. Two runners in scoring position. Dunn swings and misses ahead of a changeup. Now deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. The bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt. Christian Dunn down on strikes. VolState with 2 in the first to take a 2-0 lead. Had a couple of hits. There was an error. And 2 runners left on base. Head to the top of the second inning. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now, Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers. If you're pursuing the CIT program at VolState, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. If you desire to make a difference in your community, visit volstate.edu to learn more.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At VolState, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at VolState are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
Is counting on me.
Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. We move to the top of the second inning. Stay tuned later in the game. We'll have the Allie Cassidy Brick and Stone Alumni Spotlight. the alumni brick patio that we are raising money for the baseball program and memorializing players who've played here for VolState. Got several left to go to fill in the spots. Thanks to Allie Cassidy Brick for their donation of a pallet of brick pavers to use as blanks in our alumni patio. Leading off the top of the second, Khalil Smith, the catcher, followed by Randy Geraldo and Mitchell Hall. Max Castle delivers a strike right down the can, swung on and missed. And Castle delivering strikes. Khalil Smith right now delivering whiffs. 0-2 count. There's good morning, good afternoon, and good night for Max Castles. He gets back-to-back strikeouts. One to end the first and one to start the second. Would guess Max Castle will probably do the same thing that Cooper Anderson did in game one. He'd probably go 2 innings and give way to another pitcher on the VolState staff, whose name I don't know at this point. Randy Geraldo, the center fielder, stands in, looks at ball one. Ground ball up the middle, slowly hit. Nepper late charge and does glove on the short hop. Nice throw over to Connor Paul to retire Geraldo. I think Brady thought that ball was hit a little bit harder than it was. Got a late break on it. Geraldo now 1 for 3 on the day. Look at Max Castle just pouring in the strikes. That is how you roll. Just call me butter. Max Castle was on a roll. 0-2 pitch to Mitchell Hall, the right fielder. That is good morning, good afternoon, and good night again. Max Castle, I don't think he threw a ball in that inning, did he? Another backward K in the book and a 1-2-3 inning for Max Castle. If that's all she wrote for Max in this ball game, he faced 7, and that is it. So we have the coaches meeting with the home plate umpire, so we're going to have some changes somewhere. Either that or Coach McGuire is trying to figure out who's who on the Lake Area Academy lineup card there. I wonder if that was not Mitchell Hall who batted there. Oh well, that's what goes on in my score sheet. I want to thank our sponsors, Toyota of Gallatin, of course, with the brand new scoreboards on campus here. Beautiful scoreboard out there in left center field. They're located right across the street from the entrance you come in to get to Pioneer Field. Their actual address is 1435 Nashville Pike. Thanks to General Manager Eric Carr and General Sales Manager Jake Thompson. He's the famous Facebook actor, along with head coach Jim McGuire and Johnny Lynn, the head men's basketball coach here. They've got a couple Facebook ads for Toyota of Gallatin. If you've not seen those yet, go to Facebook and Google Toyota of Gallatin, maybe in VolState, see if that pops up. We're efforting to get that as a commercial for you here, maybe to add into our mix, which would be nice. Nathan Aguilar leads off the bottom of the second against Alexander Potnick. First pitch swinging, fouls that one off, an MGM Industries foul ball. Aguilar, a freshman from Rockvale High School, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. 5'8", 200 pounds, son of Renario and Ivania Aguilar. J.C. Menendez, who's looking like he's going to redshirt for the Pioneers, has not played in a game, but from Miami. He's a catcher. Saw him at Long Hollow Church on Sunday. Met his parents for the first time, Ozzy and Ileana, up from Miami. That pitch gets by Smith. Very nice to meet them. They had no idea who they were meeting. They just thought they were meeting somebody at church. JC did not actually introduce us. I could tell that they didn't have a fat clue as to who I was, so I told them. And then Ozzy said, "Don't you recognize his voice?" But when you're seeing somebody in a place you're not anticipating seeing them, strike called there. Well, the full count ministries, full count. Nathan Aguilar fouls that one off. There's a full count first pitch foul ball. Aguilar's got an older brother, Henry, and an older sister, Jocelyn. Playing in game number 9, fouls another one off. Couple hits and 14 official plate appearances. Looking for his first extra base hit of his collegiate career. You want to join the show? There's the email address down there, treesports@gmail.com. Comes straight to my phone. There's a high, deep fly ball at the left center field. Back goes Geraldo, and this ball's gone. There's his first extra base hit. It turns into a solo home run for Nathan Aguilar. He rides one out of here to begin the bottom of the second inning. Congratulations to young Nathan Aguilar for his first home run of his collegiate career. Drew Plummer had his first in game 1. It happened to be a grand slam. Aguilar, a strong young man, gets his first. And VolState leads 3-0. Reed Mashinsky looks at a pitch just a bit too high. Mashinsky with his 5th game of the year, second start. 6-3. Ground ball down that third base line. That's going to be fair. Extra bases for the long-legged Reed Mashinsky, who slides into second base safely. 6'3", 170-pound redshirt freshman from Bradenton, Florida, son of Mike and Karen Mashinsky. Hello to Grampy and Grammy in Sarasota. Maybe you're listening in on the VolState Sports Network. Mashinsky's first extra base hit, so back-to-back hits brought to you by Line to Line. Brings up Logan Molnar. Solo home run and a double that hugs the third base line to begin the bottom of the second. Molnar started to go and held up, but called strike. He reached on a walk and scored in the first. Breaking pitch, maybe a little high. Alexander Potnick asking where that one was. That slider catches the outside corner at the letters for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Pioneers shortstop, with Brady Nepper standing in the on-deck circle. 1-2 pitch is going to have to wait. Throw back to second base. Mashinsky, he's not too poor to pay attention. He is focused, laser focused. One of 3 Floridians on the Pioneer roster. Swinging a foul tip into the glove. And down goes Molnar on strikes. Second strikeout for Potnick. That's the first out of the inning. Brings Nepper to the plate. He flew out to right field. That's a big overhand breaking pitch there in there for a called strike. Nice pitch by Alexander Potnick, Potnick. Wish I had a roster that told me where these young men are from. Pretty sure they're not all from Kentucky. Name like Potnick, you're probably going to have some ancestry coming from up north. Ball 2 is low. Nepper playing in game number 23 of the year. It's his 14th start. Looking for his 10th hit of the year. Won't get it there as he got jammed, fouls that one off, an MGM Industries foul ball. They're located in Hendersonville, Free Hill Road. Big manufacturing plant. They don't normally come out and install the windows for you, but Joe Gaskins, very kind man. Loves junior college athletics. Nice stop, but trying to head down to third base is Reed Mashinsky on a ball in the dirt, but a nice pick by Khalil Smith is going to catch Mashinsky stealing. Now 2 outs and a full count Ministries, full count to Brady Nepper. Just waited till the last second, see if that pitch was going to get in there, but fouls that off. Got a lot of traffic in the press box today. That's why you're seeing the camera shake. Got some heavy-footed players keep walking around up here. Have to ask them to crawl. That pitch just a little bit high, and Nepper's going to saunter on down to first base. 2-out walk. Third walk of the game for Potnick brings up Connor Paul, who had an infield single and an RBI in the first. Later scored on a fielder's choice by Drew Webster. Throw over to first. Nepper's back. Nepper 5 stolen bases in 6 attempts. Connor Paul got jammed on that one. He's going to hit that just in front of the maintenance shed. Connor Paul 3 for 5 in the doubleheader today. Pitch is called a strike, throw down to second base, not in time to get Brady Nepper. Nepper now in scoring position. Connor Paul, who's got 3 RBIs on the day, now 20 for the season. VolState has scored in every inning they've hit in today's action. This is now the 6th inning that they've been to the plate against Lake Area Academy, and 27 runs have come in. Just missed as Potnick thought he had strike 3 there. On deck, Carson Sanders, who does look a little bit like Cam Hodges, but it's not him. Line out to left field. That will get down in front of the left fielder. They're going to wave him, the runner around. Nepper, the play at the plate, not in time. And Connor Paul picks up the RBI. VolState leads 4-0. Connor Paul is just a hit machine. 10 hits in his last 4 games. Two-out knock for the freshman first baseman from Ravenwood High School. Now the freshman first baseman, Carson Sanders, playing as the DH here in this ball game. Fouls the first pitch he sees back. He's not going to sit up there and wait. Now he's got walked in his last at-bat, was hit by a pitch in his pinch hit attempt or at-bat in game 1. He's ready to swing the stick. Of his 3 hits, 2 are doubles. It starts to go there. Nice stop by Smith behind the plate. They do not check with the base umpire as to whether or not he went on the swing. 1-1 count to the DH. Swing and a miss on a changeup. Sanders' 13th game of the year, his 3rd start. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch gets Carson Sanders for the 3rd out. Pioneers pick up 2. Solo home run by Nathan Aguilar to lead off the inning. And manufactured another run. A couple more hits. RBI single by Connor Paul. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Check the score. It's 4-0 VolState over Lake Area. We'll be right back.
I took business management because I want to have my own business one day.
It was time for me to take that step and enroll in VolState.
When a student comes to VolState, they can leave here with knowledge that applies to all aspects of business.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
VolState is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. VolState CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose VolState because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. We do have a lineup issue as Jace Herrera is stepping out here to begin the 3rd inning. Max Castle back out on the mound. He's going to get another inning of work. So I think they thought that Khalil Smith batted in the 1st inning. I did not see him come to the plate. So I missed who was at the plate in that 2nd inning that Castle was delivering strikes as he begins this inning off with a ball high and tight, and then comes back with a fastball in the outside corner for a called strike. This is Jace Herrera, the DH. There's a line drive into right field. That'll hit the grass. Lead off knock by the number 9 hitter. My score sheet is all messed up. Rijo Cervera will come to the plate. Second hit of the game for Lake Area Academy. Slow chopper to short. Molnar stays back and delivers a strike to Connor Paul for out number 1. Carrera moves down to second base as Nick Valentino steps to the plate. He doubled on the first baseline, but was stranded at third. Apparently a switch hitter. He's going to square around the bunt, pop that one up, just catches the top of the screen behind home plate. Got to be bunting for a hit here. Nathan Aguilar playing about a step back from the third base bag. Valentino choked up. This is not Valentino. This is Alexander Potnick at the plate. So apparently we're not notifying official scorer about who's at the plate. So Alexander Potnick is pinch hitting. He's the pitcher that apparently now is going to come in left field. He lays a bunt down. Connor Paul's going to glove and throw on to Nepper at first base. So the sacrifice works. Why? I don't know. I know why the sacrifice worked. I just don't know why you're sacrifice bunting there. So it's a 3-4. Now Chris Koselniak is supposed to be at the plate, and it looks like he is. He grounded out the third in the first. Swing and a miss and a high fastball. You have to go back and check the broadcast to see who actually was at the plate. That breaking pitch stayed high. 2 balls and a strike. His brother Steven Koselniak is on deck. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But fly ball out to left field. Back goes Webster and Mashinsky, and it's going to plug the gap and one hop over the wall for a rule book double. And Lake Area Academy gets on the board. What an RBI double by Chris K. Ken Stegall from the scorers table tells me that's not a ground rule double. It's in the rule book as to what happens when a ball hops over the fence. Swing and a miss by Steven Koselniak. But I grew up here, and that's a ground rule double. Ball and a strike. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error for Lake Area Academy. 4 runs, 5 hits. No errors for the Pioneers. Max Castle in his 3rd inning of work as that ball's popped up down the right field line. Not sure if Paul will be able to get to it. He will not. It landed just inside the fenced area, but Connor Paul could not get over to the tarp in time to make that catch. Chris Koselniak is now 1 for 5 on the day. 0 for 3 in game 1, 1 for 2 here. Chopper to short. That hits the something in the infield and hops 10 feet over and over Logan Molnar's head. That's going to be a bad hop single and an RBI. As Steven knocks in Chris. And 2 runs have scored here in the inning. Khalil Smith, number 12 stands in. Now we're to the point that we're not sure exactly who batted where. There's a chance Khalil Smith didn't throw over to first base. If I had a second person that could tell me that, it'd be very helpful. But I have no assistant. There's a base hit into left field. That'll get down for extra bases. A throw will be made, but it'll be late. Logan Molnar dropped the relay. And Lake Area now within a run of the Pioneers, a double, an RBI by Smith as Lake Area Academy 3 hits in a row. Pulled within 1 run here in the third. Castle was trying to finish off 3 innings here in game 2. Now Randy Geraldo will come to the plate. Sam Folks out to meet with Max Castle in the infield. 2 outs. These are all 2-out runs that have come in. Meeting is adjourned and Castle delivers breaking pitch, catches the outside corner to Geraldo. And he began with a Jace Herrera base hit into right field, ground out in a sac bunt. Had Herrera over at third with 2 outs. A double, a single, and a double, driven in 3 runs for Lake Area. Scored 3 runs in game 1 in 5 innings at the plate, but have scored 3 here in the third against the freshman Max Castle. That's popped up. Should be handled. Ray Mashinsky doesn't see it. Now finally comes in, and he's going to make the catch. Good thing that ball was way up in the air. Lake Area Academy gets back into the game. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. 4-3, VolState leads. You're listening to the VolState Sports Network.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now,
Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers.
if you're pursuing the CIT program at VolState, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. If you desire to make a difference in your community, visit volstate.edu to learn more.
Have you ever wondered what happens when you click Buy It Now? A whole series of transactions take place, from the manufacturer to your front door.
That is logistics and supply chain management.
At VolState, we offer end-to-end supply chain courses.
Going into the future, our students need to understand these processes.
A lot of business is dependent upon getting a product on time.
Students here at VolState are able to leave here with that knowledge.
Because the supply chain
is counting on me.
Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. We move to the bottom of the third inning. Got some research from our DJ today. He's taken half of his duties off today. Braxton Alexander got a little laryngitis going on. Can't really speak into the microphone, but he did some checking, and it appears as though Khalil Smith, who was supposed to have led off the second inning, did not bat, as Steven Kaselniak did finish the first inning as a strikeout victim for the third out of the inning. But Khalil Smith, who was supposed to lead off the top of the second, did not bat. It was Randy Geraldo, Mitchell Hall, and Justin Odison who batted. As we think we've got that figured out. Cam Hodges is going to lead off for VolState, and looks like a called strike. Count 1 ball, 1 strike. Hodges had a single to left, but was forced out at second base on a almost double play off the bat of Drew Webster. That's unfortunate for the young man who apparently did not know it was his turn to bat. Disappearing changeup there by Alexander Potnick, who got an at-bat in the previous inning, but he's back out on the mound. Let's see if might have a new left fielder out there. The breaking pitch, that's going to sit Hodges down. He knew it. Backward K in the book. 4th strikeout for Potnick. Drew Webster will step to the plate. A little bit high there out of the hand of Potnick. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Chase Herrera is the left fielder as we stand right now. Not sure what happened to Nick Valentino. Changeup misses down in the dirt. Just missed down low. It's a big pitch right there. Instead of 2-2, it's 3-1. Pioneers 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Looking to continue the run streak. That is ball 4. And Webster will reach the 1-out walk, bringing up Christian Dunn. 4th walk of the game for Alexander Potnick. Dunn struck out to end the first. Pops that one up. That'll get out of play. MGM Industries foul ball. McGuire having a little conference with Christian. Here he's had a strikeout streak, probably I think 4 straight that he struck out. Got the start in the last game of the series against Southwest Tennessee. Had a double, was about a foot away from being a home run against Southwest Tennessee, and then struck out in his next 3 at-bats, I believe it was. That pitch misses high. Christian, 6 foot, 195-pound transfer from Dyersburg State. Played at Blinn Community College down in Texas last year. He hits one high and deep, but foul. He's from Collierville, Tennessee, general studies major here at VolState, the son of Cordell and Baisha Dunn. There's a grandma in Tunica, Mississippi. Granddad and grandma in Greenville, Mississippi. Comes in hitting .214. Runner's going. He gets a base hit in the left field. Webster will just continue on and go to third. Dunn's going to try to get to second base. They've got him off at first, but he will retreat. A smart decision by Christian Dunn. Not sure if first base coach Shane Kemp was sending him, but Webster was on the move with the pitch. Either a hit and run or a run and hit. It's a sixth hit of the ball game for VolState and brings Nathan Aguilar to the plate. He hit a solo home run in his last at-bat, his first collegiate home run. Hit it over the Dudak Communications sign out there in left center field. Little cut fastball there, misses outside. Runner takes off, pitch is a strike, and Khalil Smith dropped the baseball. So a stolen base for Dunn. His third of the season. He is yet to be caught. Breaking pitch misses down. I believe the count is 2 balls and a strike to Pioneer third baseman. Must be. Otherwise, that would have been ball 4. 3 balls and a strike. Reed Mashinsky standing on deck. VolState looking to get back those 3 runs they gave up in the top of the third inning. And the pitch to Aguilar is down, and Khalil Smith has been smothering baseballs all game long. The bases are loaded yet again for the Pioneers. 5th walk of the game by Potnick. After a strikeout, lead off the inning, a walk, a single, and a walk have loaded the bases for Reed Mashinsky. He doubled in the second. Ground ball right down the third base line. Got down in the corner and slid into second base, but he was caught stealing on a ball in the dirt. They've got the runner at second base, but he is back as the throw was just a little bit on the right field side of second. Dunn recognized that spin move, and he got back. Pretty good play right there, actually. Fastball on the outside corner. Reed Mashinsky will go the opposite way. I think the majority of his hits in the fall were to right field. Been hurt a lot this spring. Able to hold up on that disappearing slider there. Mashinsky hit .450 in the fall. He had 9 hits and 20 at-bats unofficially. 3 doubles and a triple. Fouls that one back. 6 RBIs. Played in 10 of the 20 games VolState played this past fall. On base average of just under .580. A redshirt freshman, good-looking player, but he has had all manner of maladies. Hand problems and sickness. That pitch stays up high, slipped out of the hands of Alexander Potnick. And we'll have a full count, Ministries full count. If you've got a youngster in the area, Sumner County, interested in being involved in a kids camp, Full Count Rhythm puts on a kids camp June 10th through 13 over at Drakes Creek Park. Go to fullcountrhythm.com and register your young player between the ages of 5 and 12. It is a Monday through Thursday camp, 9 to noon, June 10th through 13th. Fly ball out to right field. That sends Mitchell Hall back. He's still going back. He makes the catch. This will drive a run in on a sacrifice fly by Reed Mashinsky. He was vying for the second grand slam of the day, but just got under that too much. Aguilar stays at first. Pioneers get the fifth run of the game. Out number 2, and Logan Molnar steps to the plate. Christian Dunn moved up to third base. We have runners at the corners, brought to you by Line to Line and Game Time Sports Field. Molnar is going to catch one in the wallet. And the base is loaded again. Molnar has been on 2 out of his 3 at-bats. Walk and now a hit by pitch. Brady Nepper will get a shot with the bases loaded. Alexander Potnick in his 3rd inning of work. Facing Nepper for the 3rd time. Drive into left field. That's going to get down, and that will roll all the way to the wall. 1 run will score. Here comes Aguilar. They're going to hold up Molnar at 3rd as the ball apparently slipped through the fence down there in left field. Jake Wolf's going to go out and check that. I walk by there every once in a while. I don't remember any holes down there, but maybe it's stuck in the fence. I think that might be what it is. Jake Wolf has gone all the way to the fence. Maybe it did go all the way through, as there is a gentleman out there in left field on the other side of the fence that's retrieved the baseball, and he's going to throw it over the fence. So that will be a ground rule double. 2 runs do come in to score. So Brady Nepper picks up the double and 2 RBIs. Down that third base line, Connor Paul will step to the plate. He smokes one out to dead center field. Back goes Geraldo. He's got his back turned. That'll hit off the base of the fence. And that's going to be another dudette double. Back-to-back dudette doubles off the bat of Brady Nepper and Connor Paul. Drive in 2 more runs. Connor Paul with 4 RBIs. He is 3 for 3 in this ball game. That one was absolutely hammered to center field on the line. And the Pioneers have opened up the lead in the 3rd as Billy Hodge out of the Rattlers dugout to chat with Alexander Potnick, who's trying to get the last out here in the 3rd inning. But these are 2 out RBI doubles by Brady Nepper and Connor Paul. Five runs are home here in the 3rd. Reed Mashinsky with a sac fly. And RBI doubles, 2 RBI doubles for Brady Nepper and Connor Paul. We'll bring Carson Sanders as the 9th batter to come to the plate here in the 3rd. He bats with Paul on at second base. He's walked and struck out. And Potnick throws that ball into center field. Paul, they're going to go ahead and send Connor Paul. The throw to the plate is not in time, as Paul also Don't know why. He's got a dirty leg already, but did not want to slide. And the 10th run of the ball game comes in on the errant throw. Right now, that's an unearned run. Carson Sanders with a knock into left field. That'll roll to the fence. Another dudette double. Sanders picks up his 4th hit of the year, his 3rd double. He is a doubles machine out there, so now that run becomes earned. Just stole an RBI away from Carson Sanders. Now Cam Hodges in that unenviable situation. I guess if you're a negative thinker, that's unenviable. Chance to make 2 outs in 1 inning. Pops one up. That will get to the ground before Justin Odison gets to it. Struck out on a nice breaking pitch by Potnick to start the inning. The 3rd inning of the day that VolState has batted around, sent 10 or more batters to the plate. Now leads 10-3 with 6 runs scored here in the 3rd. Trying to pick up another one. Breaking pitch lands about neck high. Hodges 1 for 2. That ball's in the dirt and gets by Khalil Smith. Smith comes sliding, and the throw hits off his helmet. Carson Sanders is going to come home to score on the wild pitch and the errant throw. So a wild pitch gets him to 3rd, and the error by the catcher on the throw gets him home. Threw that ball and it hit off his helmet that he had laid down as he went to get the baseball. 2nd error in the inning. Hodges looking at a 1-ball, 1-striker. I got 2-1, now 3-1. There we go, 3 balls and a strike. Cam Hodges looking for a pitch to hit right here. He's looking for his first career home run. He won't get it here. Pops that one up in the infield. It was a high pitch. Rijo Cervera over to make the catch for out number 3. The Pioneers touchdown and an extra point in the 3rd. Rush out to an 11-3 lead. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Probably have a new pitcher. We tell you about the new pitcher. We return on the VolState Sports Network.
I took business management because I want to have my own business one day.
It was time for me to take that step and enroll in VolState.
When a student comes to VolState, they can leave here with knowledge that applies to all aspects of business.
Cybercrimes take place online, and companies need more well-trained workers to stop it.
VolState is training me to help combat cybercrimes in the future.
We're training them for those type of jobs that are out there. VolState CIT programs prepare students to earn industry standard certifications within the IT industry.
I choose VolState because the future needs me now. My story could be your story.
A degree in criminal justice can help you find the exciting career that you've been looking for. As a member of law enforcement, as a crime scene investigator, a teacher in a classroom, a detective working on cases, a lawyer or a judge, or nearly any job where you get to put the bad guys away. Learn more at volstate.edu.
Summit Concrete call to the bullpen for the Pioneers. Noah Eatman out of the bullpen. 6'1", 205-pound sophomore from Parrish, Florida. Parrish Community High School, 2022 graduate. He's a general studies major. He's headed to Kaiser University down in West Palm Beach, Florida, NAIA school. He is already committed. He's the son of Dave and Monique Eatman. Fine folks down there in the Parrish, Florida, Tampa area. Got a Papa in Englewood and a Gigi in Parrish, Florida. He is on in relief of Max Castle, who went 3 innings. Gave up 5 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. Did not walk a batter. Struck out 3. Gonna have to check to make sure we have the right batters batting here. Number 10, Mitchell Hall, will step into the batter's box and look at ball 1. Hall grounded out to second in his first at-bat. There's a nice breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Eatman on for his team-leading 15th appearance of the year. 24 1/3 innings of work. Another breaking pitch misses just a little bit high. He's got 21 strikeouts. He has started 3 games. This is his 12th appearance in relief, and Mitchell Hall's going to greet him rudely. That ball gets away from Hodges out in right field. Hall's going to move on up to second base on the base hit and the error. Justin Otison is due up, and looks like that's him in the batter's box. First error of the game for VolState. And the 6th hit for them. The bunt is laid down. Sack bunt. They are working on the sack bunts today. Down by 8 runs. Third sack of the day, second of the game. Brings up Jace Herrera. Now the left fielder. Looks at a called strike. Clouds have shown up here at Pioneer Field, Gallatin, Tennessee. Don't think we have a chance of rain here at this point. I think the rain might be coming in later tonight. Herrera singled and scored in the 3rd. That's a good looking pitch right there. I've seen that called a strike several times today. Popped up and out of play. MGM Industries foul ball. Count remains 1-2. Max Castle in his first collegiate start goes 3 innings of work. Ball in the dirt, gets by Christian Dunn. Runner will come in to score on the wild pitch. A 11-4 lead for the Pioneers. VolState won game 1, 24-3, as Eatman gets the strikeout of Herrera. Now 2 outs in the inning. Right now, an unearned run has scored. And Rijo Cervera steps to the plate. It's a leadoff batter, 0 for 2 in this game. Breaking pitch misses down. There's a nice breaker that catches Pretty good part of the plate right there. So Vera 2 for 2 in game one, also reached on a hit batter. Fouls that one down over the top of the Bobby Hudson Pavilion. Longtime athletic director down here. I just made the name up of the pavilion. He grills hamburgers and hot dogs down there during the conference tournament. Fouled straight back. My grandson has learned that pretty much the first thing that comes out of my mouth to him is going to be some sort of a joke or a tease. And he'll say, "Grandpa, you're just joking me, aren't you?" And I say, "Yeah, buddy, I am." Little Eli, 4 years old, smart as a whip. 2-2 pitch coming from Eatman. And a swing and a miss. Eatman gets his second strikeout to end the fourth. An unearned run comes across on the error. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error. Nobody left on base. 11-4. Pioneers lead. Looks like we might have some changes coming up as Billy Hodge, head coach for the Rattlers, is talking to the home plate umpires. So we'll have to be on our toes here to watch as to who goes where. So we'll take a quick break on the VolState Sports Network.
We're all working in the cloud. But what really is the cloud? If you start pulling back the clouds themselves, you find out it's an infrastructure. Computer science is really computer engineering. Right now,
Middle Tennessee is quickly becoming a growing tech hub with several IT companies that are looking for skilled workers.
if you're pursuing the CIT program at VolState, you're preparing yourself to fill those positions.
Every day, all around the nation, people find themselves in need of a hero. Fire and emergency medical responders are those heroes we need. If you desire to make a difference in your community, visit volstate.edu to learn more.
Tim Reese back on the VolState Sports Network. We have a new pitcher on the mound. And if you were paying attention a little bit earlier, you might understand this. This is Fanu Manu Lanu. Number 11, first name unknown, middle name unknown, and last name unknown. He is not on the roster or the lineup card that I was given, at least not wearing that number, number 11. So we have an unidentified male out on the mound. He will take over for Alexander Potnick, who goes 3 innings. Gives up 9 hits, 11 runs. A couple of those probably unearned. It's going to take me a little while, and I have to take my shoes off to figure it out probably. It's a lot of complicated math going on there. 2 errors in that inning. No runners left on base last for VolState at 7-4-2-0. So number 11 is going to be thrown to Drew Webster, Christian Dunn, and Nathan Aguilar. So if there's somebody listening in for Lake Area Academy and they know who number 11 is, I'd appreciate an email to treesports@gmail.com to let me know. Webby's grounded into a fielder's choice and walked. Looks at a ball inside. Looking to get into the hit party with everybody else. He and Logan Molnar are the only 2 Pioneers who have not gathered hits in this game. And that's going to end right here. Drew Webster hits one in the hole. No way you're going to throw him out at first base. He gets an infield single. Runs way too well. Former defensive back at Christ Presbyterian Academy. Nice try by Stephen Kaselniak, but Webster legs out the infield single. Christian Dunn, he singled and scored in the 3rd. He steps to the plate. Outside. Looks like there's no change in the infield. Runner goes. Pitch is outside. Throw down. Not in time. Webster picks up his second stolen base of the ball game. Dunn hops out of the way of that inside pitch in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike and no strikes. Nathan Aguilar standing on deck. Ball 4. Nearly hit Dunn's elbow. Infield single and now a walk puts runners at first and second with nobody out. Aguilar reached base both times he's come to the plate. Has a solo home run and a walk, scored both times. And there was a pitch right down Broadway for a called strike. A true freshman from Rockvale High School in Rutherford County. He's from Murfreesboro. Looks at that sidearm delivery and lets a pitch go that's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. High and outside. Tried to check a swing, but could not. On deck, Reed Mashinsky. That's another deep fly ball to left center field. I believe that Nathan Aguilar has hit. Well, he's got another one off the base of the fence. I thought he got one there. He's going to get another extra base hit and drive in a run. He must have just missed that one. I thought he had it. Runners now at second and third as the 12th run of the game has just come in. 2 RBIs now for Aguilar. He's got a double and a home run. I thought he had picked up his second big fly of the year, but fell just at the base of the fence. Reed Mashinsky steps in. He's got a double and a sac fly today. Saw a pitch he could hit right there. Fouls it straight back. 2 hits in the inning. And the Pioneers lead 12-4 and continue their consecutive innings scoring streak. Catches the outside corner for a called strike. Mashinsky down in the count 0-2. Wind swirling a little bit, but it is heading out to dead center field. Trying to catch that outside corner again did number 11, whose name we do not know. I know Nick Valentino came out of the game earlier. He was wearing number 2 and playing left field. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mashinsky, and he swings and misses at a fastball in the outside corner. There's the first out of the inning. Now Logan Molnar steps to the plate. It's throwing me off not having these walk-up songs for some reason. Molnar 0 for 1. walked and hit by a pitch, scored 2 runs. Looking for his first hit. Drew Webster got his first hit to lead off the inning, an infield single. He's come in to score. Let's see if Logan can pick up his first hit of the ball game. Everybody in the lineup will have hits. Just on the outside corner. Molnar not real happy with that call. Slow breaking pitch fouled off to the screen. Cal moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to catch Molnar looking. He is down on strikes. Second time he's been punched out today. Second strikeout in a row for number 11. Brady Nepper, 2-run double with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Steps in. And he's going to get plunked. And the bases are loaded yet again. The crowd goes wild on that hit by pitch. My field mic not picking up a whole lot here. It's a quiet group out here. Connor Paul, 3 for 3 in game 2, is stepping to the plate. He's eyeballing some more steaks out there, as they call them. Some ribeyes, some RBIs. If you're not familiar with the game, you don't know that terminology. A run batted in is also called an ribeye or a steak. And he's drilled one down that right field line, foul. Just a little bit out ahead of that one. Ma'am would have been so proud of you. Connor Paul, CP, the Bear. See, R.J. Moore down there. Did he have surgery? As cuts one the opposite way. And 1 run's coming in. They're going to wave the runner around. Aguilar will get in there. He's going to retouch home plate just to make sure. Connor Paul with another base hit and 2 more RBIs. Pioneers lead 14-4. Connor Paul 4 for 4. Gets a single, ends up at second on the throw. 6 RBIs for Connor Paul, and he is vying for the Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. Be tough to knock him off that throne. Here in this ball game, Carson Sanders steps in. He's the 8th batter to come to the plate. He's going to get one up the middle. Diving play by Cervera, throws to first. Not in time. Carson Sanders is going to be credited with an infield single and an RBI, but that saved a run at least for now. Carson Sanders, an infield single. Cervera stole that one from center field. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Hit After Hit. Cam Hodges, 1 for 3, steps in. Nearly gets plunked. Put a little yellow mark there. Nice play by Cervera to keep that one in the infield. Fastball whispers at the outside corner for a called strike. So Connor Paul on at third base. Runners at the corners. Brought to you by Line to Line and Game Time Sports Field. That one ends up right about his chin. Cam Hodges, the former teammate at Sevier County with Corbin Overbay. They came to VolState as a package deal. Roommates. He lifts one out to right field. That's down for a base hit and eats up Mitchell Hall out in right field. Hodges will move on to second base. He's got an RBI single. And the hit parade continues. Hodges now 2 for 4. Moves to second base on an error. Drew Webster, who led off the inning with an infield single, steps to the plate. He drives one out to left field. That'll send Jace Herrera back. That's going to get down, and one hops the wall. 2 runs are going to score. Webster steps on second. He's going to continue to third. The throw, not in time. And it gets by the third baseman. Webster will drop the anchor there at third. Webby with 2 hits in the inning. And VolState leads 18-4. And Billy Hodge out of the Rattler dugout. See if number 11 gets to stay in the game or not. We don't have his name. He's not on a roster. Drew Webster picks up a couple RBIs on the triple. That scores Carson Sanders and Cam Hodges. As I said, a lot of color on my score sheet. Pioneers had an 11-run first inning to begin the day, and now back-to-back touchdowns in the third and the fourth. Looks like we will have a pitching change. Looks like shortstop Steven Kaselniak is going to come in and throw. We'll have to try to figure out where everybody's going. Christian Dunn will come to the plate. Kaselniak, first time as he gets on the mound. Number 11 goes 2/3 of an inning. Gives up 6 hits. Right now, 7 runs. Webster on at third is his responsibility. He walked 1, struck out 2, and hit a batter. Looks like Herrera might be coming in to play an infield position. He is standing out there with Kaselniak. Number 11 looks like he's going to go out to left field. This undoubtedly will be the last at-bat of the game for VolState, as the 10-run mercy rule will be in effect. Kaselniak throws one over the head of Christian Dunn. Not real happy to see that, I'm sure. Swing and a miss. Dunn doubled. Sorry, he walked and scored, singled and scored prior to that. So a called strike. He's down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 18-4. Fastball catches the inside corner. Christian Dunn is wondering about that call, but he is down on strikes as the inning ends for Lake Area Academy. 7 more runs on 6 hits. 15 hits for the ball game for VolState. There was 1 error in the inning. 1 runner left on base. We are headed to the top of the 5th. VolState needs to get 3 outs before Lake Area would score 5 runs, and this game will be over. We have a Summit Concrete call to the bullpen for the Pioneers. Number 41, Carter Waltz, out of the bullpen. 5'10", 155 pounds. He's a freshman from Coopertown, Tennessee. Went to Springfield High School. General Studies major. He's the son of Richard and Melanie Waltz, the younger brother of Noah, the grandson of Pops and Nana from here in Hendersonville area, Granny in Coopertown, and Granddaddy and Graham in Springfield. Waltz on for his 5th appearance of the year, all in relief. Has 4 innings of work, 2 hits, a run. It was earned. Walked 7, struck out 2. He has a 2.25 ERA. He is on in relief of Noah Eatman, who goes an inning. Gives up 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned. Did not walk a batter, struck out 2. So the first left-hander on the mound for the Pioneers today. Weekend starters, you normally get 2. Caleb Pika and Caden Johnson. Carter Waltz will be out there to face our mystery man, number 11, who will lead off here in the top of the 5th inning. Wonder if he drove himself, didn't come on the bus. First at-bat of the day for number 11. He fouls the first pitch he sees. He's ready to hit. Cole Ulrich apparently on foul ball duty. He's going to have to chase it down with somebody else coming out of that dugout. And number 11 lifts one out to right field. Cam Hodges plays it on a hop. There's a leadoff single. Seventh hit of the ball game for the Lake Area Academy Rattlers. Number 15, Chris Koselniak. That's easy to say if you've said it 1,000 times. Breaking pitch misses inside. Nice play by Christian Dunn to keep that one corralled. Apologies to the Koselniak family if I am butchering this name. Fastball low and outside. He double drove in a run in the 3rd, grounded out in the 1st. Catches the inside corner. Pioneers travel to Jackson, Tennessee, a couple hours south and west of Nashville. Take on the Jackson State Green Jays this weekend. Again, not sure if game will be Friday and Saturday or Saturday, Sunday, so check the VolState Pioneers website. It's a ground ball, that'll sneak through into left field for a base hit. So the first 2 have reached here against Carter Waltz. He's just setting them up for another one. A triple play started by Carter Waltz with the bases loaded. Who was that against? Breaking pitch popped up down the left side. It's foul and might stay in. It will not. It will just get over the fence. Reggie Cooper is on the hop after that foul ball. He's going after that like there's money involved. Steven Kaselniak, the brother of Chris Kaselniak, I'm assuming. Maybe they're neighbors, cousins, I don't know. There's a base hit in the left field. That is down, and that's trouble. We'll roll all the way to the wall. 2 runs. They're going to throw to the plate. Ball gets by. Christian Dunn at the plate will trickle away. Kaselniak will end up at third. That would be the Steven Kaselniak. 2 runs have come in for Lake Area. Brings to the plate Khalil Smith. He missed an at-bat in the second inning. He's only been to the plate 1 time, and he doubled. So 3 hits in the inning for Lake Area. It produced 2 runs. That's going to catch the inside corner. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to why I push a button, folks. Apologies. It's the old pat the head and rub the stomach problem that I have. Juggling some plates here, keeping a scorebook, looking up stats, watching a ball game, talking about the ball game, and also directing by changing the cameras. Ball 4, and that will earn a visit from Sam Folks, the pitching coach, as the first 4 that Waltz faces here in the 5th have all reached. Number 11, whose name we don't know, he singled to right. Chris Kaselniak singled to left field, and then his brother, again, assuming that's his brother, nobody from the Lake Area Academy folks that might be listening has emailed into the broadcast. Hey, wait a minute. We do have one. Jax Budigan is the new pitcher's number 11. He was showing his number as number 13. Thank you very much, Lisa Potnick. Budigan. I guess that's how you say it. You know, we should have deduced that. He's the only player on the roster that had not gotten into the ball game. There's a swing and a foul tip by Randy Geraldo. Thank you, Lisa Potnick. Yeah, it'd be awesome if we had stats and where they're from. High fly ball to left field. Drew Webster back. Looks like it'll be playable, but that'll get a run in. He makes the catch. And Steven Kaselniak will come to the step on home plate. That's the first out of the inning. RBI to Geraldo brings up Mitchell Hall. He's 1 for 2. Waltz pours in a strike. So, Lisa, where are you from? If you're still listening, you can send in your location. Waltz, another fastball. This one's down low. Strike two. Waltz can end it with a ground ball here if the Pioneers can turn a dudette double play. As a swing and a miss, so no dudette double play today. Waltz gets the strikeout. Now Justin Otteson, comes to the plate. Lake area down to their last out. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner for a called strike. Otteson a strikeout and a sac bunt. Tailing fastball there. Waltz for a little guy, he can bring it up there. What do you think? 85? $92. Braxton, you think he's throwing 92 miles an hour? 2 balls and a strike. And nice breaking pitch there for 2 ball, 2 strike count to Otteson, with Jace Herrera hoping to get another at bat before this game ends. But Lake area down to their last strike. Fouled off. Thank goodness that was low, as Randy Geraldo standing just inside the dugout. Would have been face smashed with that line drive. But the padding and netting provided by Line to Line and Game Time Sports Fields that protected the young man. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. It gets by. Done. Runner will move down to second base on the pass ball. Well, the Full Count Ministries Full Count. Stay tuned after the game. Well, the Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Three-two pitch is down. Herrera's going to get his at-bat. Second walk of the inning by Waltz. Herrera's 1 for 2. First 3 reached on base hits. A walk, a sac fly, strikeout, and now a walk. Breaking pitch, gets that inside corner for a called strike. And if Otteson scores in this game, then we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. He would represent the score that would make this only a 9-run ball game. Lake Erie Academy down to their last strike again. Everybody to know my wife texted me and the whole family and said her phone is dead. So just bolo for that, as they say. Be on the lookout. Dallas, Texas is where Lisa Potnick is from. He's committed to pitch at Dallas Christian College. I'm a former Tyler, Texas resident. Lived there for 8 years. Fastball misses low or misses outside. Love that I could visit Dallas. Glad I didn't have to live there. About 30 days as a temporary duty assignment. My wife and I had just moved down there. 3-2 pitch, or 2-2 pitches fouled off. Thank you for joining me today on the treesports@gmail.com email address. You're the only one from Lake Area Academy who's joined in. Fast breaking pitch misses high. Well, another full count. Ministries full count. Weather permitting, I'll have a full count Ministries broadcast tomorrow from Pope Prep against Brentwood Academy. Join me over there on Full Count Broadcast Network. Full count, first pitch foul ball off the bat of Jace Herrera. Broadcast on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter on Full Count's broadcast. Runners are off on that pitch. They'll do it again. Khalil Smith out at second and Justin Otison at first. Jace Herrera at the plate trying to continue the ball game for the Rattlers. Waltz long look into Christian Dunn, giving the sign and delivers. Strike 3 on the inside corner, and Herrera is called out on strikes. And the Pioneers take game 2 of the doubleheader, 18-7. And get 2 from Lake Area. Score 42 runs. Waltz gets 2 strikeouts. It does give up 3 runs, 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. I'm thinking that Max Castle will get the win. We'll move him to 2-0, so I'll write him in on my score sheet. Again, it's not official. Losing pitcher will be, unfortunately for Lisa, Alexander Potnick. So we will give the love to Jax Boodigan, who is our mystery man, number 11. Shows up at number 13 on their roster. But Alexander Potnick will take the loss. I don't have his stats. The Pioneers will move to 16-23 on the season and will next take on the Green Jays of Jackson State down at Jackson State. Game time and dates to be determined based on weather. So either Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday would be when those 3 games will be played. Our Toyota of Gallatin player of the game, there's really can't be any question. 4 for 4 day for Connor Paul, and he has absolutely been on fire the last 4 games. 6, 7, 13 hits, I believe. He had 6 RBIs in this game and scored 3 runs, 3 singles and a double. So Connor Paul is our Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. Our alumni spotlight was Braden Vineyard. I didn't get to him today. He's catching up at Kentucky Wesleyan. They just lost 3 out of 4 to the Trevecca Nazarene Trojans. So some former VolState Pioneers playing in that game. Josh Griffin for Trevecca, and Noah Davis and Braden Vineyard playing for Kentucky Wesleyan, the Panthers up in Owensboro, Kentucky. But again, if you're interested in getting a brick for your sophomore or redshirt freshman that may be finishing, or redshirt sophomore, send me an email to treesports@gmail.com, and I'll get you hooked up with Athletic Director Bobby Hudson to get that brick going for your favorite Pioneer. If you know somebody in the past who's been a VolState Pioneer and they don't have a brick in the patio, then you can send me that information as well, or you can send in $100 for them. Appreciate your support of VolState baseball. Pioneers win this one 18-7, followed up from a 24-3 win in game number 1. A game that took an hour and 53 minutes to conclude. Another mercy rule game for VolState over the Lake Area Academy. Again, thanks to A.J. Fawson for making sure that we are up on the air here. He is employed by VolState, but a big help to the VolState Sports Network and this broadcaster. Really appreciate his help and his willingness to answer my questions, whether it's related to VolState Sports or even Full Count Ministries, or when I do a Goodlettsville Little League game. But we will be back on the air on the road. I will be on the road with them on Friday or Saturday. Now we will get to see if I can find. We'll stay in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. That is Hebrews 11:1, brought to you by Full Count Ministries. Go to fullcountministries.com. Find out all that the ministry is doing for baseball players here in Middle Tennessee, down in Birmingham, Alabama, and around the world, especially down in Nicaragua. Yeah, there are resources on there for everyone. For Athletic Director Bobby Hudson, and for head coach Jim McGuire, this is Tim Reese saying so long. Thanks for joining me on the VolState Sports Network. God bless you, everybody.